White with Aerial VP. Welcome to another build. This is the H3-3D gimbal here. 3-axis gimbal on the DJI F550 running the NASA MV2. I have Retracts on here. Here we go, here's a look. Also in this video, a few tips, and also going to show the case, how it's packed in a case, everything like that. But I basically want to go over the H3-3D gimbal. I'm kind of disappointed. I was expecting it to be better than the H3-2D gimbal, but it doesn't hold as well as the H3-2D gimbal. So I'm a little disappointed in that, and I'm going to go into some of the other things about the H3-3D Zenmuse gimbal, just to give you guys some tips. And again, I was expecting a better gimbal. It's a good gimbal, but it's not great, and it just doesn't hold as well as it should, you know. So I'm going to go into that. I do recommend a case, just because after time it's going to get banged up. I had a case before this where I was pulling the arm off the F550 on my old frame, and it started getting worked away, you know, and I've learned not to pull anything apart. If you can get a case where you can fit your whole copter in it, then that's the best bet. This case will fit this copter with the multifunctional landing skid, so you can just pull it out, be ready to go if you want to do that. The way I have it set up is, here's my first one, the DJI F550, the full setup, and I'll try to go through this as quick as possible with the retracts. Okay. As you can see, here's foam. I'll be putting my monitor in here later in time also, but everything will fit. Everything I need to do any type of filming will fit in here. Here's the transmitter, tool case, and extras, and here's the second F550, the old one. So this one has the 2D on it. As you can see, everything fits in there. Okay guys, just so you know, this is the one with the H3-2D on it. Just pulled it out of the case so you can see it with the multifunctional landing gear, and it will fit in this case just like that. The case is the Pelican 1640, huge case. So we'll go on. Just to let you guys know, this is the old multifunctional landing gear, as you can see here. Just want to get a close in look. You'll see I'm about to show you the difference on a buying tip for that. So here we go. This is the brand new build, and this is what I want to point out. Whenever you buy your multifunctional landing gear, just make sure you buy the one that has this hole inside right here for the Zenmuse H3-3D gimbal motor right there. It's going to come pre-cut out. You're going to have to make some modifications to make that gimbal fit, but you're definitely gonna want to buy this multifunctional landing gear specifically for the Zenmuse H3-3D. Okay gentlemen, so I just want to go over the H3-3D gimbal. As I said, I'm disappointed in this gimbal. I was expecting this gimbal to hold up better than the 2D. That's not the case here. It resets more than the 2D did. It doesn't seem to handle over between, I would say, 20 and 30 mile per hour winds. I know that's their limit is like 20, but still, this is supposed to be a professional gimbal. It should be able to handle the wind. You know, it shouldn't be resetting 3 or 4 times in a row. Now, I know I've read in a couple forums that it's supposed to reset in high winds, that type of thing, just to protect the gimbal. But again, this is a professional gimbal. This is supposed to be a professional gimbal. I expect more from DJI. I expect it to hold up in windy situations, especially on a professional level. A few other things I want to point out here. So I wasn't getting a good video reception, and I was sitting trying to go through all the issues that it could have been. I was going through everything. The 5.8 transmitter, I actually switched that out, trying to look for why I wasn't getting a good video signal and why it wasn't locking in, so to speak, on a video signal. So what it was, after quite some time, is, here we go, this paper thin cable on the 3D was actually ripped a little bit. Thank God they put a backup one in the package, but I would recommend buying even more, because this paper thin cable rips way too easy. And that was the whole cause of bad video reception, was a small tiny rip in this cable. Another thing I want to point out is, and I didn't notice this before, but here we have the plug that goes into the GoPro, and here we have a small little clip here. I'm hoping you guys can see this, but when you plug that cable in, this locks that cable in, this small black piece. So just so you guys know that. And again, I just found that out. Before I was wondering, you know, why would DJI use a cable like this and it just come out so easy. So there's a lot for it. Again, I don't understand why they would even use that type of setup using this cable. I'm sure they have their reasons, but I don't understand it. And again, I was expecting a lot more from the H3-3D gimbal. But that's my overall opinion. You know, you're going to see some shots and some examples of the gimbal resetting continuously. So we'll get into that. Just as far as the build, it's pretty basic. Whenever you do order, if you're building on a 550, whenever you do order your Zenmuse H3-3D gimbal, make sure the GCU is included. They make 2 versions. I had even on the website when I ordered them, it would say all the parts list, and it would say the GCU was included, and I would get the gimbal, and it was specifically made for the DJI Phantom, so it did not come with the GCU. Had to order another one. So just to save you guys a process, make sure absolutely that it ships with the GCU if you're buying or if you're building it for a F550, so you have that in your package. Liquid tape, it works great. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you the pictures on that. Okay, gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Safe flights, and enjoy your F550s for whoever has one and whoever's going to get one. Take care.